Man, I've seen a lot of movies, but this PG movie really pushes the boundary on the for Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon reviewing The Unbreakable. Boy, what's about pretty simple premise. This is a true story based on Ozman and his family and growing up with autism and OI, which OI, I'm not going to say it correctly, but it's about brittle bone syndrome, basically, where your bones break pretty easily and it's genetic because his mom has it as well. And this is the story of, alcoholism, getting through middle school, getting through high school, having the younger brother, having the mom, the dad going through struggles as well. So, did I like this film? Yes. This is one of the better Kingdom productions. The one where we have the key in the lock, Christian-based film, but it's not that Christian-based when you think about it. Yeah, there are a couple of elements here and there about it, and one hilarious God joke, but I just think overall it is more of a family film of how you're going to go through these struggles. So positives, they're all over the place. The writing, how it's told, the scenarios, the acting, especially the younger brother Logan. Oh my God. Like, just when it's on screen, you're just like, this kid knows how to act. What he had to do with his brother and his not recognition, but his facial just expressions with what he had to do with his brother Ozman in high school, in middle school. It's more middle school because junior high, right? At home, of trying to go through the hardship of, him not being quote unquote, normal. And they bring that in this movie as well of like they're crazy. And even Ozman says, and it's kind of funny because you just speak your mind and what it is. And first off, I just got to give props to that kid that plays Logan. Hands down, fantastic job. Even like Zachary, Levi, Amy Acker, sorry. The mom from Everyone Loves Raymond is also in this movie. It's just a top-notch cast. It is acted extremely well, and I think families will dig it. Even though I think families will dig it, this is not a movie that you bring, I don't know, a 6-year-old to, right? Because unless they're a very mature 6-year-old, because this is a very, very mature PG movie, like I said, with alcohol issues, with medical issues, and things like that. Even though they show the bone breaking kind of, I want to say comedically, but basically kind of normally, I still have my stomach turn of like a baby crying because of broken ribs or a broken arm, a broken nose, a broken foot, a broken ankle, broken toe, broken fingers, broken spine, broken vertebrae. You're just like, I cring, I get in my fetal position of like, oh my God, like that is horrific that this had to go through. And there's one horrible one with the swing. That's all I'm going to say is the whole audience gasp of like, just, oh my God, like how it is told is very mature and it wanted to tell the story correctly. Like I said, the acting's fantastic when it comes to that. The scenarios in this movie really make you think. Like I said, movies like this, it makes you think how good you have it. Because this is based on a true story and it does say a lot of true facts. And it feels like this is one of the movies where it's like you could do fact versus fiction. You can see where some of them are at. But overall, it does not feel Hollywoodized. And thank God it doesn't. Because with a movie like this, it doesn't need to be. If it's this, I want to say heartbreaking, but just this true. Like at a point, you have true events or true stories where it's like, oh, we're going to Hollywoodize this, and just make it, for the audience. I feel like they didn't do this for this movie. And it was just fascinating experience having an audience just kind of engage in this hour and 50-minute movie through and throughout. Some negatives, sure. You can say there's tropes, but it's hard to say it's tropey when it's kind of a true life story of, trying to get clean from alcoholism, trying to, like I said, the tropes of alcohol, drugs, and a relationship and things like that. Absolutely. And just secrets behind the past of like, do you really want to tell your lover or, your soon-to-be husband/wife some secrets of your past and things like that. So yeah, tropey, sure, why not? I'll give it to that level that there are some tropes in this movie. But also, like, when thinking about the movie and critics, I don't know how a lot of critics can give this a quote-unquote negative unless they're like, oh, it's too conventional. But it's like, if you're saying this is too conventional, I think you have too good of a life. You know what I'm saying? Because I think in America, like, I love the country of America, but I feel like we have a bunch of people here that complain for no reason and don't know how good they have it. Like I said, I've been to the mountains of Morocco. I've been to Niger, the Saharan desert. I've been to other parts of the world where you're just like, yeah, this isn't it. Algeria and like things like that. Saudi Arabia, Qatar. It's kind of funny with Qatar. It's like a line of like very rich to very poor and things like that. So it's like it. I mean, everywhere in the world, right? You have Brazil, like very rich people, and they have the favelas. Same with here. It's like, you have like Detroit, a bad part of Detroit, East St. Louis, bad part of LA, bad part of New York. You think so? It's everywhere, and you just got to sometimes take a deep breath and realize, what am I really complaining about? And is it something that's like a first world problem? And I think that's what we do in America a lot. First world problem issues. But overall, The Unbreakable Boy, it is a story about a boy who breaks a lot, but his spirit is always unbreakable. Of course, you're going to have the bad days, and everyone's going to have a bad day, and that's okay. But sometimes you need to realize your bad days are probably not as bad as you think they are, and you probably have more good days than you really think you do. So The Unbreakable Boy will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 90%. So let's see the critics and news scores gave this one. And I really doubt there's going to be any because this doesn't come out until Friday. Nope, absolutely nothing yet. But there we go, my 90%. Chase out here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know things Bluetoontopia. You Blue Futonians. Thank you for watching for a great day. I'm going to watch this tape tomorrow, week from out there. And for every single freaking one of you. Peace and love, peace and love. And just be good out there. Just be good people.